Schools are supposed to be places of learning, of safety, but sometimes the walls hold secrets. This is a real story of a school lockdown that turned into something much worse. The students who survived will never forget what they saw that day. It started like any other day. The halls were filled with students, teachers were preparing lessons, and the sound of lockers slamming echoed through the air. But no one knew that by the end of the day, the school would never be the same. It was around noon when the announcement came. Attention, all students and staff, we are now under lockdown. This is not a drill. The voice on the intercom was shaky, uneasy. Something was wrong. Everyone froze. The teacher locked the door, turned off the lights, and told us to be quiet. We waited, listening. At first, there was nothing. But then, footsteps. Slow, deliberate, and something worse. Breathing. Heavy, raspy breathing just outside the door. Someone in the next classroom whispered, "Who's outside?" A few students peeked through the door's glass window, but the hallway was empty. Then a loud bang, a scream. And when the teacher from the next room finally checked, one student was gone, vanished. No one saw where they went. The teachers tried to stay calm, but we could all feel it. Something was in the school. Some students swore they saw a figure standing at the end of the hallway. Tall, motionless. But when they blinked, it was gone. The school's security guard was supposed to check the halls. He radioed in, saying, "I think I see something." Then silence. When help arrived, his flashlight was on the ground, still on, but he was nowhere to be found. Then came the whispers. They weren't coming from students, they weren't from teachers, they came from the walls. Some said they heard their names being called. Others heard crying. But one thing was clear. Something inside the school wanted us to stay. Some students tried to run. They reached the emergency exit, but it wouldn't open, even though it was supposed to. The windows blacked out. And then the final announcement, no one leaves until it chooses. When the police arrived, they found most of us in shock, but some were missing. Their desks were still there, their bags untouched, but they were gone. No records of them ever being at the school, almost like they never existed. The school never explained what really happened. They called it a malfunction, but those of us who were there, we know the truth. Something was inside that school, and it's still waiting.